If you can buy an ST7735R, please do it. But if you can't, one of your options is the Nokia 5110. It's fairly inexpensive. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is download the starter code for the Nokia. All right, where are you? Starter code right there. Okay, so I'm going to download the starter code. This is a zip file. Okay, there's the zip file. I'm going to first unzip it, extract all, and where I'm going to put it is I'm going to put it into the spot where my where all my other projects are. Okay, so where's that? Okay, when it's done, I'm going to look to make sure everything looks proper. Again, what it should do is put in four new projects. Lab 7 starter code, Lab 8 starter code, Lab 10 starter code, and this Nokia project that will work. And so we're going to begin with this one here because I know the software works. And we're going to use this program to explore how the Nokia works. Okay, so the hardware diagram is fairly straightforward. Like the other display, there's lots of choices or possibilities. So when you wire this up, make sure you look at the signal names like reset and chip enable and DC and DIN and clock and power rather than the pin numbers. Because the wiring's the same as long as you consider the pin names and not the pin numbers. Okay. All right. So I'm first going to run this in the simulator. So this will simulate, debug, simulate. Okay, and using the Launchpad DLL. All right. And so if you look at the functions in this driver, you can look at what it can do. It can output characters, it can plot points, it can show, put images on the screen. It'll even implement printf if you want. Okay, this particular program here, what it does is it will draw a bump image here, a couple of bump images, run it 5 times, and then output some of information. All right, so let's build it. And since this is simulator, I don't have to download it. So I'm going to run in the simulator for you to see what it does. And basically you have this little window here. If it doesn't pop open, you can see it as one of the choices here in the simulator. Okay, so if I just go run, you can see it'll draw the picture on the waveform. Now this simulation runs slower than the real board, so let's run it on the real board. Okay, stop. And debug. Yeah, and debug. Change the options to debug on the real board. Okay, so over here I have the Nokia 5110 wired up, and there's about 8 pins which will attach to my Launchpad. And those 8 pins are the ones listed here. Okay, so build, download, debug. Okay, so just like the rest of the class, we can do our simulation first. And so step over, step over, step over, step over, draw image, and there it is. And I'll hit the go button. You can see it runs a lot faster. Down here, this part of the screen shows you the character outputs and the decimal outputs. And so your job in Lab 7 is to extend this driver both by writing the low-level stuff in assembly and the high-level stuff above the driver. Okay, so if you can't find an ST7735, don't worry. The Nokia is perfectly fine to finish the class with.